Hello again, I'm Bob Weir with another notable figure in North Texas. My guest today is Itamar Gelbman, running for the Republican nomination for Denton County Commissioner in Precinct 4 in the March 6th primary. Thank you for being here, Itamar.
Thank you, sir.
If you would, please begin by telling our viewers something about yourself, your background, education, experience.
I was born in the United States. My family moved to Israel when I was about 5 years old. I grew up in Israel, served in the Israeli military, and moved back to the States after I was honorably discharged from the military. I have a degree in computer science and business management, and I currently own a security company focusing on bodyguarding and executive protection for executives and politicians.
All right, what are some of the responsibilities of a county commissioner?
So the county commissioner, what pretty much fills up his day is infrastructure. It's the roads and the maintenance of them in his precinct. That I would say probably 90% of his time. The other time is, of course, the budget of the county. So the county commissioner's court is responsible for the budget and expenses, appointing committee members for the county. So anything that the county has expenses with, anything that involves the county budget, including property tax, goes through the commissioner's court for approval.
So they play a significant role as a governing body in the county.
Oh yeah, they're the top guys in the county, definitely. I mean, they're
Responsible for the tax rates, for example.
They're responsible for the tax rate, for the budget for the judges, the budgets for the sheriffs. So yeah, pretty much budget for the constables, the buildings that are owned by the county, to manage them, to expenses for them, and of course the roads.
And what are the boundaries of Precinct 4?
So Precinct 4 is very interesting precinct. Starts pretty much, it cuts in Flowermont in about a half, starts anything pretty much west of 2499. There's one precinct west of 2499 that is not in that in Precinct 4, which is Lakeside area. Other than that, anything west of 2499 and south of Sanger. So it goes all the way to Sanger, goes down to Crum, Ponder, Justin, Roanoke, North Fort Worth, South Lake, and Trophy Club.
All right, so we know that there are 4 county commissioners and 1 county judge, and that they all have 1 vote. How often does the Commissioners Court meet?
The Commissioners Court meet on Tuesday mornings, and every few months they have a night meeting as well, and they meet as necessary if need to.
And if a person, a citizen, wanted to attend a meeting, where do they go? Where's the Commissioners Court?
So the Commissioners Court meet at the court on the square in Denton.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, how about some of the issues that you think should be addressed in this campaign?
the biggest issue is the growth. I mean, Denton County is the fastest growing county in the nation. We are facing growth. We have a mix of old infrastructure with new infrastructure. When you plan for infrastructure, when you plan roads, when you plan sewer lines, when you plan all that, from the time you vision that until it's actually executed and finalized, sometimes it can go a decade, because a lot of those projects are state funded. So you need to ask for the money until you get the money, and you start building until you finalize, and then in between you get work orders changes. It can be decades until a project is done. So one of the issues that we didn't see coming in Denton is the major explosive growth that we had. Alliance Airport grew significantly, mostly to Amazon and FedEx, or UPS, FedEx and UPS, or American, and American Airlines had maintenance anchors there as well. And then DFW Airport is growing, and the benefit of us being no income state, no tax income state, and we're in the center of the United States. So everybody, all the corporations want to move here. So we are seeing massive growth. That's the issues.
Denton County is, it must have, what do we have now in Denton County, like 800,000 residents, something like that? Growing quickly. Tell us about some of the projects currently underway in the county.
So of course, The roads. I mean,
Roads,
we're
yeah.
expanding the roads. As I said, we have massive growth that we didn't really anticipate it coming. So we need to address that.
All right.
The roads are the most important thing right now to help the commuters go from work to from home to work.
All right, so you have three other Republican candidates, and there's a Democrat candidate also running and in the Democrat primary. But of the four people running, including you, why do you think you're the best candidate?
I think it's a good question, but a long answer as well. One of the reasons why I think I'm the best is I'm the only true conservative in this race. I have a proven track record of accountability and transparency to the taxpayer. I was the first council member in Flowermont to get endorsed by the Empower Texans. The first ever county commissioner candidate in Denton County that was endorsed by Empower Texans. And part of their endorsement process is to verify all your voting records, to verify what you stand for, to verify your Facebook comments ever since they can, track that. And they want to see that you really stand for transparency and accountability for the taxpayer. One of the issues that we saw, for example, is in October 2015 when I was a council member, a group came in, wanted to do an innovative flower mound, an incubator for small businesses. The group that came in, I didn't think that they can make it work. I didn't believe in them, and the presentation that they gave us, and I was the only council member that voted no against it. And last week, Cross Timber Gazette wrote an article about that they're shutting down the Innovative Center 2.5 years later because it failed.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah, I saw that.
So this is the type of being a council member or commissioner or being any elected official is not just to say yes all the time and try to satisfy everybody. Is to take those hard decisions and say, hey, this is not going to work. I'm sorry, I'm voting no on it. And I'm the only one that has the track record of voting yes and no, and I'm the only one that has the track record of fighting for taxpayer money.
All right, so if you are elected, what is your vision for Denton County going forward?
When I get elected, my vision is responsible growth. I mean, that's one of the responsibility that Denton County has. I would like to bring tech companies in this region. We have unbelievable talent that live in Flowermont and Denton County. That I think that if we can start bringing technology campuses in Flowermont, first of all, that will generate recession-proof businesses. That will generate long-term growth and financial strength, because most of the people that work for the tech companies, they're making 6, even 7 figures. And I think having them, it will be snowball effect. We bring people that generate good salary, good payrolls. They spend money. They have more expendable income. They spend money. They buy nicer homes, more property taxes. So then we can cut and bring more. We can cut the expenses and bring more services to the people because we have more income coming.
You mentioned some endorsements. Is there anything else you'd like to add about that?
Yes, thank you. So I was endorsed by Empower Texans. I also last week I got endorsed by the Denton County Law Enforcement Association. And yesterday I was notified that I was also endorsed by Texas Right to Life, which means that between physical issues, social issues, and first responder support, I'm the only candidate that got any of those endorsements and all of those endorsements combined, and I'm the first ever candidate for county commissioner that got any of those endorsements.
And those endorsements would reflect your record as a Republican conservative?
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know if there's, I think we covered pretty much everything else, so I just want to say, Itamar, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And good luck in the election.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.